Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Tonight, we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara shedding the tackle. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of... ...12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They set up the screen to Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. The Saints at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Drill green. White, white. Blue, go.
On second down, here's Miller. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know,
touchdown! Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 16. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
On second down, Lawrence. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. That's pulled in at the 32. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And Wilson in motion left. Again, it's Miller. Oh, he bowls over him. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Black Ultra. Blue Striker.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara down at the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Red, cycle.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On any pass in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Seal, black. 6, mega.
2nd and 6. And this one's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On the set.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Slide through.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There's Chris Olave. Gets around him. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll run it again with Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. Room past the 35. And all the way up to the 46.
Ready up. Easy. Read a 40. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Take right open.
First down, Jaguars. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Again, it's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Set, ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Green jack. Blaster. 6. Red. Yellow.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready.
Draw play. This is Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Drill green. White.
2nd and 2. Dumps it complete to Miller. Looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Smash, red.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And ETN going to have a Jags 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter.
Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Mega. Blue strike. Red cycle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now Lawrence.
This one caught by Davis. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just... And
that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown Jaguars! Evan Ingram from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Mega. Light blue. Green jack. Cut.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Red, yellow.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up.
Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tano Passanio just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11, Agate.
Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Set, ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Let's go.
3rd down and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra. Fury. Yellow.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Easy.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Brian Brzee in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the